tell me something. What's the town's obligation here? What is their whole thing with you? How does that work? The town owns the land.
The town owns the land. The town owns this facility, the MRF, which they built initially.
Okay.
But Waste Options finances and owns the composting plant and the material recovery facility, which it financed but leases the property for those operations from the town. Everything that's delivered commercially is weighed in and out so that we know the weight of the truck, and it's also categorized by an account number. Wood is one ID number. Grass would be another ID number. Organic waste another. So that everything that comes in is identified and weighed so that a strict accounting of what's being processed and coming through the facility is maintained. GENO, this is the material recovery facility. Short name for it is MRF.
Right.
Which is set up both for homeowners to bring recyclables, as well as the commercial haulers that operate on the island. And as you can see, because I know you've been here, there's categories for plastic, categories for the metal, for the aluminum, and that's important because we need those materials to be segregated so that we can recycle them properly and get the maximum value for the town out of those recyclables.
When you mean value, what do you mean by that?
Well, the town benefits from the sale price of the recyclables. For example, cardboard.
You don't get that from
aluminum.
You don't get that money?
No. Waste Options does not get that money. That goes to the town.
All right.
Although Waste Options, of course, is operating as the agent for the town in operating this facility.
Okay. Do we know how much money the town makes on this stuff?
Someone
Roughly?
does. I don't.
Okay.
Offhand, I don't
Substantial?
know. It's.
I mean, I can't imagine it would be that much money, though, to be honest with you.
Well, no, there's transportation costs that,
Yeah, is it worth
that
it,
have
though?
to be.
Is it kind of what I'm looking at?
It is worth it, because the value of the landfill, which is where it would otherwise go, is enormous.
Right.
You can't build new landfills. These materials can't go in the landfill. And if they don't go in the landfill, they got to go somewhere. So recycling is the best choice option. So not only is it cheaper, it's the right thing to do.
No argument there. Do we know how many people are actually recycling? Do we have a kind of an idea of what percentage of the island really does it? Because it is possible to throw your garbage, all of it, hide it, and throw it into one of these bins. And
it's certainly, well, nothing is 100%. I will say this, that the participation on this island is much higher than you'll find in most typical towns on the mainland. There's a dump culture. I mean, there's the number of people that come here on their own to bring their recyclables is an indication of itself that there's a large participation. I mean, it's a phenomenon you don't necessarily see in other states or in other areas of the country as you see it here.
Now, the issues that, I'm just going to be straight with you. The issues that I've heard are that the people here that keep an eye on whether you're recycling or not can, they're doing their job. I'm not saying they're not, but do you see a time where it even gets more strict, where we have to be even more on top of how we recycle and really be like more aware of what we're throwing into the landfill?
Well, I think that the national consciousness is coming up to the level of Nantucket's, and I think it will rise even more in the near future because people are now very much aware of what they're throwing away, what should be recovered, the values of those materials, and what it means to the environment. So consequently, yes, I mean, I don't see any, dramatic increase in strictness here. But enforcing what's already in place is the best way to handle those things. But again, this facility in this island has the highest recycling recovery rate in the world. Let's make it higher.
Now, Nelson, why wouldn't you just have plastic in plastic? Why does it have to be separated from cleared or mixed plastic? What's the...
Well, when plastic is recycled, when it's reused, there are different types of plastics. And that's where these numbers come in. And mixing those plastics devalues their reuse. So keeping the different types of plastics segregated increases the value for recycling.
Now you've got a sorter in here too, right?
Let's go see what happens when people dump their materials in those bins, where it goes.